Hi, Clyde Zalou-Moshradi here from Africa Media Australia. As you may be aware, recently a group of 6 young African men led by Daniel Haile Michael took Victoria Police to court on claims of abuse and discrimination. The case didn't go on trial. Victoria Police agreed to settle the matter, and as part of the settlement, Victoria Police agreed to hold a public inquiry that will look at 2 things. One, it's multicultural training, and the other being its field contact. That is how police interact with members of the community on the street. AMA recently organized an interview with the 2 key people, and that is Chief Commissioner Ken Lay, the number 1 at the Victoria Police, and Daniel Haile Michael, who took the case to court and representing the other 5 young African men. This is an exclusive interview for AMA that was undertaken in the office of the Chief Commissioner Ken Lay on Flinders Street, Melbourne. The interview will be published in 2 parts. The first part goes for about half an hour and talks about the case and everything else that went around it. And the second part will talk about the inquiry. I will let you watch the interview, and I will see you on the other side. Commissioner, thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to come and talk to you. And we're just going to have a chat about some of the issues affecting the African Australian community, specifically the recent court settlement between Victoria Police and a group of 5 young African men who are represented here today by Daniel. So it's a pleasure. We'll start with a simple question. Commissioner, can you summarize to us the actual agreement that was reached?
Look, there were some parts of the agreement that are confidential and that I can't talk about, and neither can Daniel, but there was certainly an agreement that Victoria Police would review the way we handled our field contacts. We'd ask someone to come in and do some work about that, but also ask some people to have a look at our cross-cultural training as well. We want to take this as an opportunity to learn to do things better, so the whole community will have an opportunity to have some input into this work, and in the very near future we'll be inviting submissions from the broader community.
So 2 things. One is reviewing the training, multicultural training, and the field contact. All right. Daniel, were you satisfied with this agreement that was reached?
I think we'll definitely believe it's a good step in the right direction. We're eager. I'm particularly eager to see what recommendations that Victoria Police take up from the community, because a lot of the times I think we've found that we've been talking about each other, but now it's kind of
talk to each other. Yeah. All right, that's good. Obviously, this court case was about claims against Victoria Police in relation to discrimination, racial profiling. Commissioner, do you believe that racial profiling exists within Victoria Police or has existed?
So Clyde, I'll go back a step. My understanding was the case was about some alleged assaults by police and some discrimination issues, and that's the issue of racial profiling was certainly brought up in the way we did some of our business, particularly around Operation Malto. Mm-hmm. Look, I don't believe racial profiling does exist in Victoria Police, but I know with Operation Malto, the piece we missed was we didn't communicate with the broader community about exactly what we wanted to do. We were faced with a situation where I think we had about 20 or 30 victims who described the perpetrators of some robberies as being young African men. Now, we actually put that description in our operation orders to help our police understand who the suspects were. Now, in hindsight, we could have communicated this to the community a whole lot better, and I suspect it would have saved much of the angst and problems that we've had since those times.
But do you believe that the fact that that Operation Molto sort of targeted, young African male that.
That's without a doubt, Clyde. The operation order actually described the suspects for these armed robberies as young African males, and that resulted in our members actually focusing on young African males to try and prevent these armed robberies.
Anything you want to say about that?
I'd just like to ask you to define what your understanding of racial profiling is.
Bilamotona nangove sandoko zombi nazangi mayele yako sepelisa yote nalamukia batungwitana na kotisa mbara nabukisa nkilo bafle na maboko mangaboko nabaki pungu misato pona yebi olingaka banyama lwemba zwa pecha kuyo na lakisie maloba ya bolingo alobelaka yo na absence nanga ada kombole
Très fort, les boss.
soki exlava moni epekisaka te pena mitema umbwa jampi bolava kwatareka eno ya paembeza karese
ya loboko mbenga